Right now the time is 11:11 p.m. Pacific time on Monday, August 22nd. So I'll be going over two trades I took in the last 24 hours. This was in the USDJPY market. This I tried to take a breakout buy yesterday at 6 p.m. just when the Asian markets opened for this week. I took a 25 pip loss on that one, which equated to just about 1.2% drawdown in the account. And I also attempted another buy today in the Asian session and lost a similar amount of pips, but I increased one lot on each position I traded. So this was a loss of about 1.5% of the entire account. So this is the daily chart of USDJPY, and I've been following this short-term trend that's been going up ever since it passed the previous high. So I'll show you the 4-hour time frame I was trying to follow. So yeah, you can see I took multiple trades here. The most recent ones were on this breakout, what looked like a breakout at the time at about the 6 p.m. candle on August 21st. As you can see, that one retraced and it came back quite a fair bit to touch the Tenkan-sen on the 4-hour chart. And then today, the New York session, it broke out on USDJPY, and then in the Asian session it actually went down again. So this is what the 1-hour time frame looks like. So very tricky market. USDJPY, it looks like the buying momentum has been slowing down. That's why you see deeper retracements on the 1-hour chart. Yeah, so last night it was able to retrace all the way to the previous support, and today is looking like something similar. So here is the 5-minute chart of the exact entries and exits. So if you see, I lost approximately the same amount in terms of pips on these two trades, and even in dollar value if you account for the per lot sizing. So the first trade was actually, I was not as concerned about it. I actually adjusted my strategy a little bit to try and widen the stop loss. So this one, even though it looks like I lost a lot more, I'm not as unhappy about it because this is the exact amount I was willing to lose, and I'll show that in the charts in just a moment. But today's trade is probably the worst of the two, and I'll go over that in the charts here as well. So yeah, this is the first trade attempt. This was Sunday on the Asian market open. So yeah, I was looking for this 5-minute trend to go all the way up and count on it breaking the previous high formed here. And I entered exactly when it looked like it was going to break. So it made one attempt to break out at the 17:55-minute candle, retraced, and the buyers pushed it right back. So I was pretty confident in placing a buy right here. As you can see, it broke out twice consecutively, and then that was the extent of the move. So normally I would probably have exited once I saw the 5-minute time frame form a lower low right here, or I would have exited by the retracement and then next bearish candle probably. So I would have only lost maybe a single digits in pips if I followed that methodology. But I wanted to widen my stop loss to see if it would go back to some of the previous highs, get supported, and then go up. So it looks like that almost happened. Some participants in the market were thinking in the same way I was. So there was renewed buying right here at 21.35. So this candle here actually broke the counter trend line down. So I thought it was going to keep going higher from this point and maybe even break the previous 5-minute high. And we did have a breakout at 22.55, another higher high here. And then here is where things started to break down. So you can see the buyers came in and formed another lower low. And they also broke the trend line I was going with here. So yeah, as soon as I saw this action, I exited. So even though it looks like I took maybe 25 pips of loss from right here, that was okay because I consciously made this decision to risk more pips, and this is actually the minimum amount I could have gotten, or the maximum amount I could have gotten out with. I remember seeing this doji right here, and I think I had my stop loss placed somewhere, a few pips right below this wick here, so about here. The previous candle did not take me out, and I was looking at the 2-minute time frame thinking, if this candle doesn't take me out, I have a good chance of going up with the market here. But it did take me out. It happened, I think, in the very next 30 seconds where I had that thought. So after that, the market retraced for the first half of the London session. And then when New York opened, a new trend on the 5-minute chart started. So I came back to check the charts sometime this afternoon, and I was looking to capitalize on another buy order when it broke out here. And then this actually proved to be a fake breakout. I think I was too early into this trade. I should have waited for maybe another candle or two here. But yeah, I got out. It's very tricky when you see a high volume of selling. If you think where you want to get out along these lines, it may be supported, but then it isn't, so then you end up having to consider the next support area. So I saw it testing this support area at 137.343, and it wasn't looking too good, so I just got out here, but it was quite a substantial loss. But yeah, USDJPY right now looks like it's going sideways. It's losing momentum on the 1-hour chart. So yeah, I don't think I will trade this pair for maybe until I see it resume its uptrend.